Hey guys, hope everyone's doing okay out there. This is just a quick little supplementary video. It's been a while since I've done something talking about, just what I'm doing. And still got the solar things going on. What's really interesting is I am having a much easier time getting panels for next to nothing. And that is freaking wonderful. So you know how there's a lot of boomer stuff, right? Like stuff that baby boomers collected that was once considered worth a lot of money. That's not so much now. Got this thing for like 75 cents. And there was a time that sold for what, 35 bucks? And then right up here we got a porcelain cremation. Yeah, I forget what they called, but like in the 80s, people really love that kind of stuff. Now we can find it for ceramic, next to nothing. Anyways, over here, I keep the jars. I fill these things with water, so tap water, and then every 24 hours, I can change the water in here. Now, man, I tell you, when it comes to river water, yes, this is pretty green. I'm keeping some chub in here that my kids caught. 2 chub and 1 crayfish that likes to hang out in here. And since I have this in direct sunlight, man, algae blooms are really a thing. But interestingly enough, the fish really like the algae. I'm doing constant water changes, but I'm supposed to be pumping the stuff up out of the bottom. I've got a filter, and the filter is running off of solar that we have right over here, of course. And the aquarium gravel makes a great base for stepping on, so you don't have to get your feet all dirty. Anyways, I found out the hard way that my power inverters will only do less than what I thought they did. Of course, solar power has to work like this. You get the solar panels, and then you get the battery inverter, you get the battery conditioner, and that takes us down to the batteries. And then you have to have, this is the inverter. The other is the conditioner. This is the inverter that'll take it from 12 volt to 110 volt. Remember, households use 110 and 220 sometimes, and cars use 12. It's really interesting to see when the sun comes up how the power picks up. So this one's at 14.4, right? This one's also at 14.4. This one down here, I put down here because I realize it's not supposed to be outside. What are you at? Oh, wow, that one's at 16.3. That's not right. 16.3? That's dangerous. So what I do in situations like these that I have an overcharge, I got a heater over here that I turn on. That brings the voltage down. And then just like that, I can use it. So now what we do is we go over to the Bitcoin shed, where I mine my mighty Bitcoin. I got a lot going on in here, but mostly I'm just mining Veriscoin. So I tried to run NiceHash and Bitcoin off these things. Didn't work out so well because it was hashing. It was a go and it was giving it all. But unfortunately, even though it was giving it all, it wasn't good enough to actually get a hash out. So this thing was basically running, doing nothing, which is interesting. Now, China has a ban on Bitcoin now, so I think that should make things easier. But it's not like as soon as... Sorry, let me back that up for a sec. Now, the more systems that you have on Bitcoin, the harder it is to get hashes because they start releasing codes that are harder and harder to hash. Now, if China stops hashing, it's going to take time. It's going to take about a week for those new codes to be easier for other miners to mine. So the more people are on it, the harder it is. The less people are on it, the easier it is. So you'd think that with all that going on, it would be easier for me and my crap tops to mine. Now, when I say crap tops, like this is a 10th generation i7. I really don't think that's so shitty. I don't know about you guys. If you come from money, if you come from new money, you don't mind throwing it around, you probably think that that's not much. If you come from old money, or if you're good with a budget, this is just fine. There's no reason why you wouldn't use this kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is, even once the Chinese pull out, it's going to take about a week or two for the hashing to change. Skelly Bean says it's been a super long time since I have been able to mine much Bitcoin, because it's been so rainy. And though we have 24 hours in a day, I might only have about 6 or 8 hours that I get enough sun that I can actually pull down some power. So just like that, we got the one system going, and suddenly we're down to 13.3. Even this one's saying 13.3 now. Now, I believe one issue that I'm running into is I got so many damn panels, I got so many different battery conditioners, and it seems like they don't always agree with one another. But hey, at least they're consistent in not agreeing with one another. And now that I got the computers on, what I can't forget to do is to turn this heater off. Now, you'll find that electric heat takes a lot of electricity, a lot of electricity. There's been times when I've left this damn thing on, and it just took my heat down to nothing. So that was at 13.3, it went down to 13.2. Now that I turned it off, I'm automatically back at 13.4. This is a 10-gallon tank, and one mistake most people make when they get fish is they want to fill it with so many fish, because they'll go to the fish aquarium store and they'll see so many fish in a tank, but what they don't know is out back what they probably have, or underneath everything, is another tank with good water. That's 3 times the size, and you should only have about 2 chub per 10-gallon tank. 10-gallon tank will weigh about 100 pounds. If we're going with metric, every 10 pounds you get is 100 pounds, and that makes everything easy to understand. Oh, guys, I finally noticed him. He's still there. I got a darter. Oh, I wonder if I can catch him on camera. He's so small. Do you see him? He's under the chub. I didn't think he survived, but he's right here. Oh, do you see him? Right there. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I'm not even sure if I got him on camera. There he is, yeah. He's right under him right now. I love the darters. They fire around all over the place. So what I do generally is I get one of these every year, and just before fall, I'll re-release them back into the river. Now, the wonderful thing about this is if I need more water and if I don't have rainwater, I can just go down to the river and get the water. But you never want to do that right after a rain because of the runoff, right? Runoff, no good, because especially in the farmer's land, you get a lot of crud, like cow poo and stuff like that. These guys, I feed tropical fish food, but apparently they also like the algae. The algae is wonderful because now somehow it takes away oxygen, but at the same time I don't see how it does that, because algae creates oxygen. In fact, ocean algae is known for creating more oxygen than the rainforest, which really freaking blows my mind. Of course, you never want an algae bloom, and an algae bloom is the reason that this is as dark as it is. Yeah. This is my guilt trip plate. Once upon a time, I misinterpreted something my dad said, and I thought he basically said if I was being bad, he'd give me to a nun. And I never believed it. But one day he was like, "What did I tell you if you kept taking things from your brother's room?" And I was like, "You'll give me to the nuns." And it really bothered him. It really upset him. So I got this because it was so funny. He got more upset about it than I ever did. And yeah, here's my buddy Annan up there in a hockey mask. I keep him around just in case riots come. And you can't tell me in this day and age that might not happen, because, geez, we're in a multi-crisis situation. Housing and affordability, food, all of these things are really difficult. There's more civil unrest going on, and they're not talking about it so much, but, geez, even over as far as Guelph, we got more and more people blocking the roads into protests, often for things that have nothing to do with anybody who lives in this area from other countries and stuff like that. I don't know why they do it. I'm not here to talk about that, though. I'm just saying, if they come, I got my gear. Haha, quite the activist. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. Not from Nestec, but take care of each other, will you? Please. We might be all we got.